They're in a barn, but you probably won't find these on a farm in Minnesota.
Yeah. Monty's Traveling Reptile Show brings the exciting world of reptiles to you and today to us. We are joined by Brian Teagan and some Scaly friends. So thank you so much for coming in.
Well, absolutely. It's a beautiful day. It's not snowing out, so how can anyone complain?
Just a little bit of a storm, never hurt anybody.
Just a little bit of a storm. How are these guys faring with the weather? Do they get spooked when there's storms?
So our old alligator, Albert, who was over 8 feet long, big, tough guy, Thunder, he was your best friend. He was like a dog. He'd just be right there. He's like, I want nothing to do with that. This tortoise here, Ranger, who's a young African sulcata tortoise. I mean, this guy's going to grow to be a couple 100 pounds. He's got the attitude of your cat. He just doesn't care.
You said a couple 100 pounds. How old will he get?
Well, these guys, about 40 to 60 years. So not that long for tortoises. Some can go well over 100 years. These guys, they grow fast. And when you see them in Africa, you'll be looking at the hillside there and be like, there's a boulder walking across that mountain. Pull up your binoculars, like, no, it's one of these tortoises here.
What does he eat? What is his appetite like?
All that healthy food. So we make a real nice salad of kale and collard greens, some peas, carrots, bananas, apples, and then we just give it to him, and then we go eat fair food.
That is so precious.
I imagine when it comes to the dining choice, it's a little different for the guy on my right, who's a little adventurous at the moment. Well, what could you tell us about who you're holding here? Oh, he's going to do the talking.
I'll do the talking. He'll run the animals. I'll run the mountains. So this is Archer. He's a 13-year-old male alligator. And like 13-year-old boys, he's full of it. Like you pull him out, and it's like, I don't know if I want to work today, but alligators are real smart. So when he throws his tantrum, we got to make sure, let him know, like, nope, you're doing this. You don't get to go home just because you don't want to do it.
I feel like he's staring us down here. Where can people find you and see you throughout
We're actually not very far away. If you look across there, you can see Monty's Traveling Reptile Show. We're right across from the DNR fish ponds on Nelson Street there. $5 a person. Come in. There's over 40 live reptiles. It's a great time.
Is it just an exhibit? Are there certain types of shows or any types of events happening there as well?
Well, everything is on display. There's a big version of this guy. So we got Ram and Rod, 2 big tortoises. You guys get to pet them. Everything else you get to see, from 20-foot pythons, gators, rattlesnakes, Gila monsters, a whole bunch of different things that
he just went
you
back
just
in the
won't
shell.
normally see.
Do you see that? He's going back in his shell.
He's trying to maybe take some cover from the rain out here.
Oh my gosh. And what does the crocodile eat? What do you feed him?
So our gators here, they're mostly mice, rats, and then, when you get to the bottom of the freezer, stuff that's been in there way too long, they'll help us clean that out.
Some people like to watch a live feeding. Will that occur at the exhibit?
Occasionally in the evenings, but for the most part, most of that stuff isn't going to eat while we're at the fair. Like our big snakes, if we don't feed them for over a year, they're just fine.
Oh, wow.
Being cold-blooded, you're able to go a real long time without having to eat.
This guy's more my speed, so I'm hanging with these two. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
All right, we have more from the fair and today's news coming up here in a little bit.
Yeah, we have Frank and Amelia who are going to step in here and kind of preview what we have coming on a little later tonight.
Amelia wouldn't get anywhere near Archer, so we had to wait for him to vacate the area. Yes. But